I just got my weekly drop and I actually got quite lucky. I got two good items, this AK and the kilowatt case, which I chose. Coming together after Steam tax, I'm going to be getting $1.77 and we're going to see how far we can take that and turning it into a free knife. Here we are for our first trade up here, and all you need to know about this one is we need the MP7 or the Glock to keep going. And look at that, we hit the Glock, which is almost $2 of profit. Now that was really good because that was our first trade up. Now this one is exactly what we did right here. It's $1.70 and it's extremely profitable and it's super easy to do on the floats. 0.233 or below for the Italy collection light blues. And if you look at the outcomes, it's a significantly profitable trade up, but it's a little bit risky as well. That sawed off would have put us out of commission. That's actually what we hit on our second attempt here. So we've got one attempt left for this one, hopefully to put us over $3 to keep on moving on. Now remember, obviously you're gonna have to take a week to sell the items and we're going to be skipping that in this video for time's sake. And here we are for this one. Once again, anything with a sawed off would be absolutely perfect. And look at that, we hit all three outcomes just as the odds desired. Skinland is today's sponsor, and they're also sponsoring you with their brand new instant sale system. Starting off today, you're going to be getting a free $10 on your first trade, and you're going to be able to get that money instantly. It's not going to take 7 days to get paid with Skinland. You can do it in just minutes after Valve's latest update. Best part is they've got tons of different payout options, and don't forget to use code MasterShiny to get everything you're looking for. They're the safest option if you're looking to sell your CS2 skins, plus their massive marketplace offering every single thing you're looking for if you're trying to buy CS2 skins as well, and a ton of different deposit options. So don't wait, use code MasterShiny and get paid instantly for your CS2 skins. Now I've gone from nothing to a knife before. I've done it a couple times, including my favorite video right here, but for this one we're going for a more expensive knife. We went for a Navaja previously, and today we're going for something bigger in less than 10 different trade ups. That's the goal. Let's go see if we can do it with this trade up right here. We're heading over to the Dreams and Nightmares collection, 10 minimal wear stat track skins, 0.092 or below on the float, need 30-cent buy order. Now coming down to the outcomes, we can see exactly what we're looking for. M4 USP $5 profit. We really need it. Otherwise, PP buys and XM are going to be roughly break evens, and the Dream Glade is a pretty significant loss. All right, here we are for this one. It's extremely important we get something good here, so please. Oh, that's exactly what we're looking for, and Night Terror is a massive amount of profit. Now at $8.16, there's a lot of opportunities we can do, but we're going to be capitalizing on the best opportunity inside of the trade-ups game. That's going to be no risk trade-ups like this one for the fracture case right here. We're running it 3 times because it's guaranteed profit every single time of almost $3 on average. It's insane. We're grabbing 10 field test skins from the fracture collection. These are going to be 0.2 or below on the float. Stat track field test and 73-cent buy order. Now these ones are exactly what you're going to want to look for when a no risk trade comes up. $4 profit on the Glock and $3.50 on the M4A4. Let's go get it. One of my favorite trade ups in the game. Let's see it. And that's exactly what we're looking for. $3.50 just like that. Here we are for attempt number 2. It's the XM1014. All right, round 2. A Glock would be absolutely insane. Perfect! Once again, we get all 3 outcomes. That's crazy. Now this next one's a very important one. We're heading on over to the gallery collection. We're doing an 8 minimal wear and 2 factory new split for these in stat track. Average float below 0.0822. Only around $9 to do it, but if we look at our outcomes, we can see the massive profit opportunities. The biggest thing here is we have to hit the turbine or the rapid transit. I've only got 1 attempt, and if we don't, we're gonna have to wait a while before we can really move on. Here we are. It is crucial we hit an SSG or an M4, or it's gonna take a while. Please. Ooh, I mean, it's a profit, but now we're gonna have to wait a minute. Here we are quite a bit later. We're looking for anything but that P90. We should have enough to move on. Let's see it. Hey, we get the turbine. That's exactly what we're looking for. That's a massive profit. And with that, we're able to move into this trade up right here, which is a massive opportunity. We're heading on over to the recoil collection. We're looking for 10 stat track minimal wear skins, $2 on a buy order, and 0.0909 on the float. Now coming down to the outcomes, 2/3 chance we're going to be able to make some pretty significant profit. Obviously the 8A ice cold is exactly what we're looking for, but the visions actually isn't a bad amount either. We just don't want a sawed off. All right, here we are. Like I said, 0.0909 below on the floats. Not the easiest, not the hardest. Let's see it. An AK! Oh my gosh, that is insane, and that's exactly what we're looking for. That's a $25 profit. We just doubled our money. Moving on into our 6th unique trade, we're heading on over to the kilowatt collection. Now for this one, we're grabbing stat track minimal wear purple skins, 0.1 or below on the float, which is honestly not too complicated with how much this case is unboxed. $3.50 out of buy order. Now coming out to the outcomes, we can see exactly what we're looking for. Black Lotus, $77.77 for a $32 profit. The Zeus is still profit at the end of of the day, but we don't want to hit that USPS jawbreaker. That's going to be a pretty massive loss. Here we are. Now I'm nervous for this one. There's some pretty massive repercussions if we get that jawbreaker, but please give me a countdown of 3, 2, 1, and... oh, not the jawbreaker. Running this one back one more time, please. Please, not the jawbreaker. Another jawbreaker is actually crazy. We might have to pivot. Now with our balance getting absolutely destroyed, I had to break out the secret weapon. That's going to be this trade right here. It's not going to be easy, but when you look at the profitability, you're going to completely understand. 7 stat truck minimal wear coming from the Fear collection, 0.0875 or below on the float, $2.13 of the buy order, and 3 factory new skins coming from the Dreams and Nightmares collection or any collection that's going to be applicable, 0.028 or below on that float, and that makes these things all factory new. Look at the outcomes here. You can see exactly what's up. Anything from the Fever is going to be major profit, which we need after going 0 for 2 on that last trade up. That's devastating, and we need to bounce back here because we need to move on. Here we are. A Glock would be insane. We can instantly move on. Otherwise, we're going to have to run this once more, but please, let's see it. Okay, the Fever collection. It's the worst one, but that's still over $20 a profit, I believe, and that was really needed. Here we are, and give me a countdown of 3, of 2, of 1, and... let's go! It's another UMP, which is still, again, the worst one, but it's still crazy profit, so it's hard to be mad at that. Now this right here is the most profitable trade up I think I have ever made, coming in at 208% profitability. That's more than double your money, but look at the floats, look at the prices, everything going on here. It's not the most attainable. It's going to be taking you a very long time. For that reason and that reason only, we have one attempt. The skins have taken forever, long predated this video to get floats that low, and it's definitely not something you're going to be able to get without overpaying at least a little bit, most likely, unless you want to wait the time. But look at exactly what our outcomes are. 45% chance we hit a $300 M4A4 Emperor. 45% chance we hit an Angry Mob and lose $30. 5% chance we hit a Prince Stream. 5% chance we hit a Legion of Anubis. We've got the opportunity. Let's go seize it. Here we are, and look at some of these floats. I mean, we're talking about an average of so low that even a 0.094 like this one barely sneaked in, but it did. And nonetheless, we are here for what is possibly the most expensive trade up I've done in a while, and we got one after this. But give me a countdown of 3, of 2, of 1, please. Give me the Emperor. No! No! We hit the Angry Mob. That, oh my gosh. That's devastating. That is so, that's a, wow. Wow. I didn't want to, but we're gonna have to break out our 9th trade up, and for this one we're heading on over to the gallery collection. We're looking for 7 stat track minimal wear skins, 0.0875 or below on the float, and 3 factory new skins, 0.028 from the recoil collection, $3.80 at a buy order. Now for this one, we can see exactly what we're looking for. We've got to grind this out until we hit an AK. The outsiders, most likely. Anything at this point that we really need is profit. We've been struggling, and we've got a hefty jump to our next trade up. Here we are. Anything from the gallery collection is honestly profit, but please let me see an AK in 3, 2, 1, and ooh, the recoil sawed-off Kislev. I think that's basically a break even. Here we are, running it back again. Please let me see exactly what we're looking for. That would be huge. And a gallery collection skin. It's decent, but we're looking for the AK. It's still profit though. Here we are for another attempt. Please just give me an AK, outsiders. Ah, I saw gallery collection. I got excited. UMP is still a fair amount of profit, but it's gonna take a while at this rate. All right, here we are for this one. I actually got all P90s. Hopefully that can help us out, get the AK, and we can move on. Let's see it. I mean, another UMP. We just keep on churning these out. We've been on this trade up forever. Let's see it. A Kislev. Yikes. Here we are for potentially our second to last trade up. Now for this one, we've got the opportunity if we get a UMP or an AK to move on. So please, we've got almost a 50% chance. Let's see it. Hey! Oh my gosh, it's the wrong AK. The AK Ice Cold is decent, but it's not enough profit to move us on. Alright, we're going to be going back to this Fever trade up right here because we just need a little bit of money and we got a 70% chance with this one. So please, let me move on to the last trade up. And boom, that's exactly what we're looking for. That is the last piece of the puzzle. And heading on into our final trade up here, we've got a big one. We've got 8 Stat Track Middleware skins from the Revolution collection, 0.1 or below on the float, 2 factory new skins, 0.035 or below on the float, and this one is massive implications. As you can see, M4 Temu Cow, $150 of profit. We're basically doubling up, and if we miss, the AK headshot is a massive loss of $75. This is everything on the table. You didn't want the Navajo knife this time, so we're going big. Here we are. I don't think I've ever been this nervous for a trade up in a while. This one took forever to get, and we need that Temu Cow. So please give me a countdown. Oh my gosh. Of 3, of 2, of 1. Let's see it. Yes! Yes! We hit the Temu Cow. That's crazy. Let's see the float on this thing. It's got to be barely in there. 0.0698. Perfect job getting the floats, and we did it. We doubled up our money. Oh my gosh, that is exactly what we were looking for. Finally, we hit it. Now you saw those 2 options there. I actually went with option number 3, which is going to be a mix of both of those. It's a survival knife slaughter, and it was actually a little bit cheaper. So that's exactly what we did, and I was able to save a little bit of money. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.